Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Mandy. I like to talk about makeup panning, and things that happen in my real life. Today I'm talking about my update for the American Panning Story project. So if you're ready to hear that update, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Alright, this is American Panning Story. It is a project that was created in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies collab group. It was created by Kayla at kayla.marie14_ on Instagram, and we'll have her information in the description box. And it is all about American Horror Story, which is one of my favorite shows. She created the project to have prompts to go with each season, and you have two ways of doing this. You can roll in one season per month, work on those prompts, and at the end of the month, if you don't meet your goals, roll them out and roll in the next season. And then any products that you don't meet your goals on at the end of the month, because at the time of making this there are 10 seasons, I believe, and you'll have 2 months to work on those leftover prompts at the end of the year. Or you can do it good old-fashioned rolling style, which I was going to do it the first way, and then I changed my mind and decided to do it rolling style. So there are monthly updates. I believe I updated this last month, but I may have missed it. I've missed several projects over the last month because of being sick and the holidays. So let's get into my update for today. I am still working on 2 prompts from season 1, and I had started working on 3 prompts from season 2. So for season 1, first prompt is Murder House, something you have a history with or has sentimental value. And for that I have my Rimmel Magnifies Electric Violet palette. I am working on shade number 8 for this, and it is the blue one right there. My goal is to use it 13 times, and so far in this project I've used it 6, including today. It is in the inner half of my look. But I anticipate getting more uses on this because I just rolled this in as my Pan That palette for the year. And so I'm going to be focusing on it a little bit more. But so far I have 6 out of 13 uses, so I have 7 more uses to go. So that is going to be staying in until next month, and then hopefully it'll be rolling out. Next is for Westfeild High School, and that is a high school staple. And for me, black eyeliner was a high school staple. And so I brought in this guy here. This is from Fright Night, and it is our black eyeliner. Just a good old-fashioned pencil liner. I have used it 12 out of 13 times. I am wearing it today, not on my eyes, but on my eyebrows. I use it to darken up a brown eyebrow pencil. I could have used it on my eyes, but I didn't. I used something else. So, but I still got use out of it. So that's 12 uses. I have one more use. I'm going to go ahead and roll something in for this, but one more use left to go for that. In moving on to season 2, the first prompt is Asylum, a product that is crazy hard to pan. And for that, I brought in a bronzer, specifically the shade from my Totally Plastic palette, and it is this one right here. My goal is 13 uses. Most of my goals are 13 uses. I do have one product that's not, but 13 uses here, and so far I have used it 10 times, including today, so I have 3 more uses to go on that, and it should not be a problem. It is something I wear every day, but I have other bronzers I would like to bring in, but there is a nice dip in there. I don't know if you can tell, but all of the pans have that TP imprint, but this one has a TP dip. So you can kind of see it there. Yeah, I'm hoping to hit pan one of these days, but I have no idea how. Well, I can see through the packaging because it's clear plastic. And I might be getting close, but I don't think I'm going to make it in the what do I have next? 3 more uses. I'm not going to hit pan in it that time, but I am definitely using that, and I will continue to use it. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat. Alright, the next prompt is abduction. You don't know what abducted you to buy this in the first place. And I brought in this Ulta Beauty Luxe lipstick in the shade 315 Party Crasher. I am wearing it today. It is a really lovely color. The formula is quite nice. The only downside is I bought this last December and it is starting to smell already. I have white lipsticks older than this that smell fine. So the fact that this is just over a year old and is starting to smell is kind of quite disappointing. I really love the color. I would love to get this color in another formula or another brand, which I will keep an eye out. So, but I really enjoyed it. My goal is to use it 13 times, and so far I have used it 5. So we will keep working on this, and then when I'm done, I will probably declutter it or see if Ulta will exchange it. I don't know what their policy is. Probably not. I will probably declutter it. And hopefully find something else. So if you know of anything else, I guess I could give you a swatch. Sure, let's get swatches. Why not? I swatched right over my tendons on the back of my hand, so that's a little bit choppy. There it is. It is called a Plum Rose. And then I will give you swatches of other things. Sure, why not? Let's just swatch all the things today because I'm feeling generous. Alright, so there is the eyeshadow. That is a very, very bold. I don't know if it shows up. There is the bronzer. What else we got? The eyeliner. It's just black. It's actually, I'm finding using this on my eyebrows, it has a waxy enough consistency that I brush through with a spoolie and my eyebrows stay in place. Speaking of eyebrows, and I don't have my wipe, the last product I was working on from the last update is for the prompt Bloody Face, and that is something your mom loved or recommended. My mom, I said, always did her brows because she had strawberry blonde hair and she suffered the very sparse hairs because of shaving them in the 50s, 60s. So I brought in my one eyebrow pencil, and this is from Koki, and this is the eyebrow pencil in dark brown, which I find quite warm for me. I'm a very cool tone person. Even my hair, my natural brown hair is ashy cool tone. So I cool this out with, it still looks quite warm, but I cool it out with the black eyeliner, and I will give you a swatch of that. And there you go. You can see how warm that is, and right next to the black. So just deepen it up, cool it down a little bit. And my goal is 13 uses on that, and I brought this in last month, so I've only used it 4 times, and I will continue to use it the 11 more times or 9 more times I have to go. So now I'm not actually rolling anything out, but I'm really close on the eyeliner and on the bronzer, so I'm going to go ahead and roll in 2 new prompts to complete season 2. So the first prompt I'm bringing in is for human experiments, and that is a recent purchase that you are still trying out. So for that I am bringing in, it's not recent, but I've got it over the last year and I haven't really played with it much. This is the Alva palette from Odin's Eye, and I have only used 2 shades so far out of this palette. I worked on this one here, Baby's Breath, for a different project, I think the 80s, Child of the 80s, and then this shade here called Cosmos I am wearing on the outer corner of my look today, with topped over Peony, which is in the outer corner and a little bit in my crease. So I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I like this palette. These are not shades I gravitate towards. I am more of a colorful person, and this is a very neutral palette. I'm still working on how I feel about it. But I have decided to bring in this shade right here called Morning Glory. It is sort of a brownie shade. And I thought it would be a nice complement to some of blues and things. So that is it. There's sort of a ready brown. We will give that a try, and I'm only bringing it in for 6 uses. I figured with this Cosmos it might make a nice color to go underneath it. They look very similar in tone. The mattes in this palette seem very soft and powdery and very smooth. The shimmers, on the other hand, seem a little bit glittery. At least this one's quite glittery. This one maybe was glittery. I don't know. I have a feeling there may be like just glitter on the surface, hopefully, and then underneath. Of the colors in this palette, these 2 look interesting. They both have a purple hint to them. Although from here you can't see it, but this one from here has sort of a pinky purple. I think you can see it there. And then this one is sort of a lavender. So those look interesting, and then possibly this one here, Cherry Blossom. Anyway, I am bringing in this palette because I have not played with it much and don't know anything about. I haven't even swatched most of the colors, so I don't know what they're all about. So I am going to bring this in for 6 uses on Morning Glory. Long-winded way of saying, hey, I'm bringing that color in. Alright, and then lastly is for the Nun, or the Devil. And that is something that either saves your makeup look or gives you trouble. And I am going with something that saves my makeup. And I'm bringing in my Milani eyeshadow primer, because without this my eyeshadow would be a horrible mess. And I'm bringing it in for my standard 13 uses, just to continue getting use on this. Hopefully this year I plan to finish it. But yeah, we're getting low. It's getting there. And yep, bring that in for 13 uses. So that is everything in my rambliness for today's update. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, including more makeup panning, real life vlogs, and other stuff, then hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post those things, or if I post something on my community tab. You know, I like to get your guys' feedback sometimes. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, be true to you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!